Today we're doing volume of cylinders. Here's a cylinder. Ooh, a cylinder is basically a three-dimensional shape that has a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and there's some space between them. So I know you can't see it here, but look at that. There's a circle on the bottom. It's just, can't really see it. So how do we find the volume? Well, that's all the space on the inside. So we have a specific formula for that. And it's right here. Pi times radius squared times height. So if I look at this cylinder, I need to first figure out what the radius is and the height is. So I look, what do you think the radius is? That's right. The radius is the number that is half the distance across the circle on the top. So I can change this to 8. So that means the height is the distance between the top and the bottom, or in this case, 14. Now, I know what you're thinking. For pi, we should use 3.14. But no, not in this case. What we're gonna do instead is use the pi button on our calculator because it gives us the first 10 digits of pi so we can get a more accurate answer. And then we'll round it to the nearest hundredth at the end. So I'm just gonna bring this down like this. And now I run these calculations. What do I get? Let's see, pi times 8 squared times 14. And we get, wow, look at that. That's a big number. So I'm gonna write down everything that I got here. And then the first 3 digits after the decimal, because now I can round to the nearest hundredth. So, hundredth means 2 decimal places, by the way. So I'm gonna take this 7 and use it to round this 6. So what's my final answer gonna be? Come on, say it loud, I wanna hear you. What's the final answer? That's right, 2,814.87. But we need our units. In this case, it's centimeters. So we write centimeters, but it's volume, three-dimensional shapes. We put a 3 on top. So it's cubic centimeters or centimeters cubed. Now let's look at a different one. Look at this one. What's different about this one? Let me get out of the way. What's different about this one? That's right. The line goes all the way across the circle on the top. Whoa. You see this one? It only went halfway. Now it goes the full way, but we only need half, right? We only need the radius. The full thing is called the diameter. We don't need that. We only need half. So I'm gonna cut this in half. I'll use this one so it's brighter. Cut this in half. If the whole thing was 12, how much is half? That's right, 6. So I plug my numbers in again. Pi times 6 to the second power times 20. And what am I gonna get? Let's see, pi times 6 to the second power times 20. Wow, 2261.946. And it goes on for more than that. All right, it's gonna go on forever because the pi causes this to go on forever. But I only have the first 10 numbers. And I'm only gonna write these because now I'm gonna take this 6 and round it. So my final answer is gonna be 2261.95 cubic feet. And that is how you find the volume of cylinders. So you need to pay attention. Are you given the diameter or are you given the radius? And then from there, it's kind of easy. You just gotta use this. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.